The story begins with a curious and energetic 7-year-old girl, Rosamund, and her mother passing along the shops in a noisy city. She sees all sorts of things, and wants to run, touch, and see it all, but in this crowded environment, she is terrified to let her mother's hand go.
Mama, wouldn't it be nice if we had these beautiful objects?
What? Do you want them all, Rosamund?
I would surely want all of them, Mama.
Rosamund and her mother both pass by the milliner's shop.
Mama, these are such beautiful flowers, won't you buy all of them?
No, dear.
Why, Mama?
Because I don't want them, dear.
They then pass the jeweler's shop. Rosamund, who is excited, says,
Mama, will you purchase any of these?
Which of them, Rosamund?
They all look so pretty. I am not sure of which.
Yes, they're all pretty, dear, but how are they useful to me?
The use? Well, I am sure when you buy it first, you will find the use.
I'd rather first find the use.
Admiration was written all over Rosamund's face as she passed the chemist's shop, for she only thought of its beauty rather than purpose.
Oh, Mama. Oh. Look. Blue, green, red, yellow, and purple. Mama, they look so beautiful. Won't you buy some of these?
Why, Rosamund? Would they be of use to me?
They would look so pretty if you put flowers in them, Mama. It would be even better if we showcase it as a chimney piece. I want it.
You already have a flower vase, and that object is not for flowers.
But it can be made into a flower vase, Mama.
Perhaps if you saw it closer or you were to inspect it, you would be greatly disappointed.
I would exceedingly like it, Mama. Perhaps, do you have no money?
Yes, of course, I have, my dear.
If I ever had the money, I would buy roses, boxes, purple flower pots, and everything. Ouch! Mama, would you stop for a moment? A stone got stuck in my shoe and it hurts very much.
No, Rosamund, I do not use the money to buy you shoes, flower pots, boxes, or just everything. How come there is a stone in your shoe, my daughter?
Rosamund slowly became visibly upset as she thought of the discomfort that she was feeling, for she could not fulfill her desires as she had so many.
My shoes are worn out, Mama. There is a great hole, and I would love to have another pair.
Rosamund and her mother soon enter the shoemaker's shop. Rosamund quickly shouts,
Mama. There. These shoes would fit me just perfectly, and you know shoes would be of real use to me.
Yes, they would, Rosamund. Well, Rosamund, don't you think that this shop is just as pretty as the others?
Mama, this shop is dark, black, has a smell, and is filled with shoes all around. It isn't as pretty as the other shops.
That smell is the smell of new leather, dear.
Is it? I am sure that there will be a pair of little shoes that will fit me perfectly.
They might fit, but you can't be sure until you try them on. Just like you can't be quite sure that you tremendously like the purple vase, till you have examined it more closely.
Certainly, if I had tried the shoes I would, but, Mama, I'm quite sure that I should like the flower pot.
Well, which one would you rather have? I will buy you either. So, the purple jar or a new pair of shoes, my daughter?
Dear Mama, can you please buy me both?
No, not both.
Then the jar, if you please.
But I should tell you that I will not buy you another pair of shoes until maybe next month.
This month? That's a very long time indeed. These shoes hurt me oh so much, but then that purple flower pot, oh, indeed, Mama, these shoes are not so bad after all. I think I might wear them a little longer, and the month will soon be over. I can make them last to the end of the month, right, Mama?
No, my dear, I want you to think for yourself. You will have enough time to consider it while I speak to Mr. Soul about ordering my boots.
While Rosamund's mother spoke with Mr. Soul, Rosamund focused on deciding between her want, the jar, and her current necessity, the shoes. It left her pondering for a few minutes, but after contemplating she had finally made her decision.
Well, my dear, have you decided?
Mama. Yes, I believe that I should choose the flower pot if you don't think it is so silly of me, Mama.
Why, as to that, I can't promise you, Rosamund. You will be the judge of that. You should choose what will make you the happiest, and then it would not matter who thought it was silly.
The happiest girl, I choose that, Mama.
Very well, you shall have it. Grab your shoes and let's go home.
Rosamund is elated, skipping all the way home due to her injuries from the stone. As she was catching up with her mother, the only thing she could think of was the purple flower pot that would soon arrive at the hand of their servant. At home waiting eagerly, is Rosamund and her mother.
I'm afraid they'll be dead before the flower pot comes, Rosamund, my dear.
It will come soon, Mama, I dare say. Won't I be the happiest to put them in the purple flower pot?
I hope so, my dear.
Later at Rosamund's house, a servant is coming soon to deliver the jar.
May I have it now, Mama? Yes, my dear, it is yours.
Rosamund's smile began to drop as she took off the lid of the jar, realizing the mistake she made.
Oh, Mama, there is a disagreeable smell coming from this pot. There is something dark in it. I do not want this black stuff. What is this?
I don't know either, my dear.
What shall I do with it, Mama?
I can't tell you that, my dear.
But there will be no use of it to me, Mama.
That, I cannot help with either, my dear.
I must pour it out, and fill the flower pot with water.
Do as you please, my dear.
Can you lend me a bowl to pour it into, Mama?
That was more than I promised you, my dear, but I will lend you a bowl.
Rosamund was then handed a bowl by her mother, to which she quickly proceeded to empty the purple vase. The once purple vase soon deteriorated into a plain white jar, leaving Rosamund dumbfounded. The colorful liquor had been poured out, leaving behind a white jar. Soon tears filled Rosamund's eyes as she burst into tears.
Why are you crying, my dear? It will be of as much use to you now as ever for a flower vase.
It won't look so pretty on the chimneypiece, Mama. If I surely knew that if the flower pot was not purple, I would not have wished for it.
But didn't I tell you that you had not examined it and that perhaps you would be disappointed? Who is to blame, my dear?
I am disappointed indeed. I wish I had believed you beforehand. I would rather have the shoes, for I shall not be able to walk all this month. Even walking home hurts me much. Mama, I'll give you the flower pot back again, and that purple stuff and all, if you will give me the shoes.
No, Rosamund, you must abide by your own choice, and now the best thing you can do is to bear your disappointment with good humor.
I will bear it as well as I can.
Rosamund's disappointment began to drag on. There were many difficulties and distresses into which her unwise choice brought her before the end of the month. Every day her shoes grew worse and worse, till at last, she could neither run, dance, jump, nor walk in them. Whenever there was an outing, Rosamund would try to use her shabby shoes, but could not, and was left behind. Rosamund had no soles to her shoes. On the very last day of the month, it happened that her father wanted to take her and her brothers to a glass house which she had wanted to see for a long time. She was very excited and quite ready as she put her hat and gloves on. She was making haste downstairs to her brother and father, who were waiting at the hall door for her, but her shoes fell. She put it on again in a great hurry, but, as she was going across the hall, her father turned around.
Why are you limping? You cannot walk so disheveled when with me. So why are you, Rosamund? I thought that you were always neat. Go, I cannot take you with me.
Rosamund's father looked down at Rosamund with a face of disgust as he towered over Rosamund's torn-down shoes. With the conversation that Rosamund had with her father, she was feeling a mix of emotions.
Oh, Mama, how I wish that I had chosen the shoes. The shoes would have been more of use to me than the flower vase. I hope I will be wiser next time.
Animaker. Animaker. Animaker.